driving oil prices?
So it's the OPEC meeting on November 30th. Still the reason why prices have been back and forth. So last week, oil prices were up because of the optimism about production. But this week, the uncertainty back into prices are going up and down based on sentiment about.
What are the recent developments surrounding OPEC's proposal to cut production?
Yes, so initially Russia showed huge support for the production cuts deal, but right now Russia has kind of backed away from a production cuts agenda and moved towards a production freeze agenda. So they intend to keep production at the current level without any cuts. Iran is about production cuts. They're still competing with Saudi Arabia for market share in the oil markets. But Iraq shows signs of agreeing to the production cut deal, because initially they were moving away from that angle because they needed the revenue to help them fight ISIS militants in the country. But right now they've decided that they're open to production cuts.
So are we going to get an agreement on November 30 from all the analyses and all the expectations from experts?
Yes, it's highly likely that we're going to get a production cut. But the question is it going to be sufficient enough to have any impact on the current global oil gluts we see in the markets? So that's the question we have now. But yes, it's likely that they will come to a cut deal.
So talk to us about what you think may be the outlook for the markets.
Yes, so we know that the Fed is to meet in December, and 96% of analysts believe that there's going to be a Fed rate hike. So in the event that this happens, we expect to see a stronger dollar, and then we know there's an inverse relationship between the strength of the dollar and prices. So in the event that this happens, we expect oil prices to taper down a bit. But then by that time, the oil cuts deal would have been settled. So you'll see these factors tugging on prices. But generally, prices shouldn't go higher than the $50 mark for this year.
Thank you so much, Chiamaka Ajegbo, a research analyst with the Financial Derivatives Company Limited. After 8 long years, the federal government has finally taken delivery of 77 containers of power transmission equipment left at the Tinkan Island terminal in Lagos. The Ministry of Power, represented by the Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Dr. Atiku Abubakar, said that the delivery of the containers is part of the federal government's determination to end the continued power supply challenges in the country.
After 8 years of the past administration's inability to secure the delivery of 295 containers of power transmission equipment, no thanks to the cancellation of waivers by previous administrations and accumulated demurrage, in line with the present administration's drive to improve power supply in the country, there seems a ray of hope as the federal government successfully secured the delivery of 77 containers of power transmission equipment.
On clearance of this consignment, contractors will move to site immediately and complete the ongoing priority and other projects.
The Chairman, House Committee on Power, commends the federal government's determination to sit down with terminal operators and ship owners to agree to expedite the release of the containers.
The Nigerian new management started a process that the foreign management could not execute in 4 years, and in less than 1 year we're here to release containers.
While terminal operators are excited about the delivery of the containers, how long more will Nigerians have to wait to enjoy uninterrupted power supply?
Going by our own timeline and project management, within the 3-year period, we'll get this project completed and the benefit will be seen.
Every contract has a term. For us, we are oversighting both the contractors and TCN. So every contract will be delivered based on the contractual terms inside. We have taken into consideration when this containers will be delivered, and of course we will review the timing based on the deliverables which we're expecting. I believe that there shouldn't be much delay. We should see some considerable improvement in the capacity of TCN to willpower in the next 1 year.
This appears to be a major leap in the federal government's promise to deliver steady power supply to Nigerians. But the federal government would have to keep its eyes on the ball to ensure speedy completion of power projects and ensure an effective distribution chain of power supply to Nigerians.
And Egypt has been having problems with accessing foreign currencies, and this has affected the supply of medicine in the country, leading to public anger. The central bank freed the pound's exchange rate to help spur investment and ease a dollar crunch. The shortages include some treatments that has to do with cancer and also insulin and tetanus shots.
Pharmacies across Egypt are running short of medicines, some of them lifesavers, as a plunge in the value of the Egyptian pound, coupled with strict government price caps, has made scores of products unprofitable to produce or import. The shortages include some cancer treatments, as well as basic items like insulin, tetanus shots, and contraceptive pills.
Imported drugs that have no alternatives, like some cancer treatment, is a problem that we must find a solution to. The Health Ministry must see how to move the prices of these drugs for the Chamber of Commerce of Medicine Production, or for importers to be able to make them available, even if that will happen without a profit margin, because patients are the priority.
Unable to raise prices above levels set by the health ministries, but now paying roughly twice as much to import drugs or active ingredients, pharmaceutical firms say they have been forced to phase out certain medicines to stay in business.
We'll go on a break now. I'll be right back.